Hello, hello. What is up, everyone? Happy Thursday. Going up a little bit. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So here's where we left off on Tuesday. We'll see if we can finish it tonight. I don't know. Gonna fix a few little smudgies. Yeah, that's good for now. Okay. I got some cookies again, so if you hear me munching, I'm sorry. All right. Did I put my colors away? Oh, wait. Okay, so last time we were working on this, I think I was saving this outer edge to do a potential just like dot border. So I don't want to go same kind. Yep. They're so good. Not sure if I want to go over that. All right, first, 3 things. Do you guys want to see some new tools? Do you guys want to see some new pigments? And do you guys want to watch me open some Art Alchemy paints? Or do you want me to wait for TikTok for that? They're Lucky Charms sugar cookies. Oh my god. Literally so good. Okay. Okay. Let's start with these because that's just the fastest. So the pigments will be here on like Monday or Tuesday is what tracking says. But I got sample pigments because I'm always just trying things out. And I got some really cool ones. I got those yesterday. So, but I'm already prepared, like set up, ready to go for when the pigments come in. So the pre-order will go out next week as well. Oh yeah, Shelly, what do you think? Oh, I need to move these. I need my garbage can. All right. So they had, so yes and no. I couldn't remember what I was looking for, but I did walk in the wedding section today and they had like felt ring boxes. And I think they were like blue. So like nothing. Mother flucker. This is why we open them together. So, okay, I need this one. I really want this one. I have this one already and I have this one already. So I was going to put these up for some of you guys. But if the condition is not great, then, oh, that one's okay. What am I supposed to do about that with Amazon? If like half of them are okay and half of them aren't? Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta see. 1 second. Because there are 2 separate thingies. And I don't remember which colors were in what. So let me look really fast. These are the first ones from Amazon that have come that way. Okay, so this one, and this one came in one pack. And then these ones came in another. Okay, so far that one's okay. Let's look at this one. That one seems okay. That's what I was thinking. They'll probably make me send the whole thing back, which is frustrating because I need these two colors. I want these two colors, but I don't know. Okay. And, oh wait, no, I have this one. Wait, do I have this one? I do have this one, but I wanted to check it anyways. That's why. So if someone wants this one, they can have that one. Okay. It must be like just these ones. Now, I didn't get this exact package from like Amazon. I got these ones like this from a different seller. It feels like this one's not good either. So, not yet. Well, I guess yes and no. I think that's why they're not really I think that's why they're hard to find, because they don't store well on shelves. But the ones that I've gotten literally up until this point from Amazon have been absolutely fine. It's just these ones. Well, I have this one from a different Amazon seller and it's fine, but this is my second time getting both of these colors and they've been shit. Although these ones are great. So if anybody wants this mermaid sparkle one, I mean, obviously, like, not necessarily for free, but if they want that one, let me know, because I already have it. But I needed these colors, so that's why I got the set, because I was hopeful. But all right, so okay, so we'll put this one back. I'll apply for a refund for these ones, which is so frustrating. I really want that fairy wings color and that like purple one. Oh, see, I got some CSY paints, which are like similar to this. They're just not as like sparkly as these. And there was one pack that was bad, so I like asked for a return and they sent me a label, but they also sent me a replacement, which those ones were fine, so I just have to return the original bad one. So all right, 3 out of 6 are okay. Still frustrating, but whatever. Okay. You guys want to do tools or pigment next? All right. So I'm not showing you one of them because it's for our anniversary, but I'll show you these ones. Now some of these you guys have kind of seen before, but remember on TikTok we kind of like not picked them apart, but we, you know, did them together and gave feedback and, you know, talked about what we liked and what we didn't like. Had to get my little thing of water. No, these have not come out yet. Okay, so let's start with the awareness set, which it's not breast cancer specific, but so the original set had like really big wings and it was like one like block, and I was like, let's make them smaller and separate them so that like you can add them next to stuff or use them in some other way, right? Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But these are the same. I don't know if they're smaller. And then we changed the heart, I think, on this one. I believe those were our notes the last time, so let's test them out. She said that she like is really happy with them, and I think that they look great. And these are in flex, so that's good. Hello, I'm here. Well, we just opened up some Art Alchemy paint, and 3 out of 6 were no good. Now we're testing some tool prototypes, and then I'm gonna show you guys some of my new pigments, which the pre-order pigments will be here the beginning of this upcoming week. Okay, so we've got the wings. Now, whenever you're using these tools, remember you don't want to like over dip them, right? I'll zoom you guys in just a little bit. So these are supposed to go alongside, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Hold on, wait. Let's do this first. Let's do this first. And I can still use that. I don't want to wash these off and then, you know, want to use them again. So anyways. Okay. So these you can put alongside the ribbons or use them on its own. Sorry, I suck. One sec. There we go. And obviously there's a left one and a right one. I hope I line that up right. Anyways, so we got a left and a right wing, which, you know, you can use in other sets too. But I like how that's smaller, and I like that they're separated because it gives you a little bit more creativity. That's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Okay, next up, we've got little boxing gloves, which I think are so cute. So one of each as well. What do you mean? Cute. Isn't what meant to be the other way around? The wings? I don't think so. Oh yeah, no, they're wings. And then 3 different ribbons, which obviously there's that one, the outlined one. So the idea for this is that you can, so that it doesn't smush, you would do it in whatever color you wanted, and then you would just fill it in with the same color. Or you could carefully do it with another color. So that one is a ribbon. Then we've got that one, which kind of gives you the cute little heart. I didn't press down all the way, but it's fine. We had her elongate the heart because the other heart was kind of like smushing and becoming a blob. So like this way, now this could have just been user error, me not using enough paint, because I'm erring on the side of caution since I've never used these before. Prototype tools. You can just add a little bit more paint and like add to it if you wanted to, if it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. And then the last one is just a regular ribbon. I like it. I think these are stamping out beautifully. So again, we already saw this set. We just kind of made some changes, and so these are the changes. And I am happy with them. So I don't know when this set is coming out. We're basically shooting for a new set a month, maybe. And then kind of supplementing it with like just doing the flex version of the other tools that we already have. Okay. This next one, I feel like I've mentioned this set for a while. It's called the Western set. So, a long time ago, I showed you guys cactuses, and we didn't do anything with it. But the Western set is going to have, I don't know, maybe one of these cactuses, maybe both, I don't know. Cowboy boot, skull, horse, hat, horseshoe, you know. Oh my gosh, they're so good. So flex just means that the material has like give to it, okay? Whoops. So it'll bend just a little bit. So that means like when you have, especially when you have these smaller parts, the hope is that it's less brittle and doesn't crack. So the rectangle part is just the type of the tool. Some shapes are more square than others. It just depends on the tool. So there's a cactus. But flex is just a different type of filament. I don't want to say it's like rubbery, but like, okay, so you know the material that our ornament gauges are made from, the new set anyways, the newer style, how it's got that like little bit of a bend to it, but it's still hard. It's just, you know, it's not like crispy plastic material. So these tools are made from that filament. Just, you know, hopefully last longer. Even though I replace tools when they break. My goal is to not have to, right? So, I don't know which cactus I like better. I kind of like them both, but I don't know. So, there's one of the cactuses, I'm not really sure. Next up is the boot. Now, this is the first time that I'm ever seeing this set. So, I am excited. Cute. Yeah, you could. You could add like little flowers. You could add whatever you wanted. And we have the skull. Ooh, that's actually pretty sick. That's real cool. That's pretty sweet. Wow, that stamp's super cool. I think that's pretty crazy. Like a cowboy boot? You don't think that looks like a cowboy boot? No? Maybe? Next we have the horse head. So one of the things Dory's been working on recently are animals. You don't like this part? Okay. Then we've got a horseshoe. The skull is pretty cool, isn't it? And last but not least, the hat. Oh, did I put it the wrong way? Ah! I think the reason that, and I don't know if she's in here, I haven't seen her, but my guess would be the reason that certain shapes are the way that they are is because sometimes if you put them too close together or like, you know, shorten things, you get more of a smushed design than like actually like an open, you know, design that you can see very well, right? So like if she didn't have that dip as much, you'd probably just kind of get like a, you know, you wouldn't get that any definition at the bottom. Kind of same thing with that. It would be my guess anyways, because that's what I kind of notice whenever things are like perfect and not like overdone, you know. Sometimes they have to be exaggerated to get them to stamp well because the paint will smush on you. Okay, this next set, well actually I don't know what we're doing with this, so I think this one's just for fun for now anyways. Isn't that cute? So that one doesn't have anything. That was just a fun set. Okay. Now this next set is a number 2 extension of the C set. Because like I said, she's been really working on like the more like super fun things this year. Since we kind of got the normal stuff out of the way, right? So this would be like C set number 2. So we've got coral. Man, would that have been helpful when I was doing that seahorse round last year? Remember how frustrated I got trying to like paint my own coral? That one's sick. Love. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what she wants to do with it. And then here's another one, another coral. I think I like that one, but that kind of looks like that like lettuce looking coral, but I think I like this one better. Whoops, let's try that again. I slipped. Let's try this again. Better. I over dipped a little bit, but you get the idea. Whale tail. That's all user error, by the way. Paint is starting to dry up just a little bit. Okay, look at this. I don't know if this is part of the C set or just something else. Like, I'm thinking maybe this one could go with like a forest set, maybe. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's seaweed. Gotcha. Well, maybe that is important to keep. But like, could you imagine like with like a mushroom and like maybe like a squirrel or like a fern, like more of a fern looking tool, or like think of like a what's the word? cottagecore. Is that the word? Anyways. So again, these are all prototypes. Nothing set in stone. Is that a user error on my part? Let's try it again. I think we need to do something with the nose a little bit, because that's not stamping out. She needs to do something, add some type of thing for the nose. That's supposed to be a dolphin. We will likely add to the Halloween set from last year. I would not be shocked if we see a spider this year. Okay, last two. I hope I didn't overdip. I don't know which way this goes. Let's just go like that. Okay, let's try it the other way. Whoops. Let's try it again. So this is supposed to kind of be like a wave, you know? Maybe you can do it horizontally too. And then lastly, so this one I kind of was like, can you try and make it a little bit more symmetrical like? So this one she just made last minute for me because I wanted some, I like kind of sketched her something out. See, it's kind of like the waves kind of curling. Do you get that vibe? Or does it not look like that? What do you guys think? Obviously, like, movement is really hard to get with these because, you know, you can't be like crazy detailed or it's not gonna stamp right. You think that one looks like a shell? More than like the actual shell? Trying to look at it the way you guys are looking at it. Maybe it's because I know it's a wave. I can't see the shell. But I trust you guys. But yeah, so I like, huge fan of this. Like, I love that. That one, if that's supposed to be seaweed, whale tail's cool. I think this needs to be in like a forest set for sure. Nose. Look like swooshes. And then question mark, question mark. Okay. So then you guys love that. I like that set. This is just me putzing. Do cacti have flowers here? Anyways, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna box this out for later. I wonder if we do more of like a I wonder if we can do more of like a, I'm trying to say like not scenery, but like, well, I don't know, because how useful would that be if we were just doing, don't mind me, I'm just thinking out loud. But yeah, so those are the newest prototypes. So it's really hard to get the holes in it, but what you can do is this. Now, don't judge me because I don't really know where they go, but you can go in after it with your dotting tool and add whatever, wherever the holes go, you know? You can do that with your dotting tool, if that makes sense. Hey, okay, so I feel like he gets kind of cut off. Like I kind of drew that in. I feel like it needs to just have a little bit more of like a rounded, unless it's just the way it's printed. Hold on, I'll show you. Like that. That's just me being like unaware of the way you guys think or you guys say horseshoes. It's hard. Like, I know you probably did this so that it didn't like, you know, blob up right here, but I feel like it's just kind of squaring off right here. Yeah, that's what I was. Maybe just make it a little longer, or like maybe the head part a little longer. I don't know. Not the head part, but like the topper part. Like something that kind of just goes out a little bit more. I don't know. Just I wonder if it just that part, like both of those, just a tiny bit longer, if that'll, you know, help. Yeah. They're not sure about these two. They're not really thinking it gives like water wave. And I think if we do like a cottagecore forest set, the snail might do better in that set. Yeah, yeah, some stuff is just like, you know, it's really hard to get 3D printed to have it. Well, she can print it, but it might not look nice. So we gotta keep them like relatively basic. And like with this, you guys, for example, if you wanted to add like, you know, a little star in there, or you could like kind of add your little, you know, thingy if you wanted to. Yeah, because I just kind of putzed with it myself to make it. Like make them like that without that. I don't know. A watering can? No. Well, we can make a note of it. But yeah, I think this set is doing really great, and I think this set is really nice too. Obviously, both sets are more specific. Everybody loves the cat, Dory. Anyways, so that's the prototype set. Prototype set's the newest. And then lastly, I want to show you some new pigments. Okay, so these pigments that I got look cool over white and black, which I think is fun, but I still need to play with these a little bit. Obviously, I don't know which ones I want the most. But like, I think it's cool how they look on different colors. Like, look, that one's orange, but it's actually blue. Like, I think that one's cool too. It comes off yellow, but it's actually like pink. Same thing with that one. I really like this one. This one's like surprisingly Love that one. Holy hell. When I stamped it over black, I was like, what? But I really like this one. I feel like this one's like would be super pretty over white. Did I already show this one? Maybe not. I can't remember. No, this one's a different one. Thanks. And then these are the last two of those. And the hollow is nice, but it's not exactly what I was going for. Like this one, I think is out of the three of them is nice. I mean, they're all nice, but I'm looking for, you guys know, those of you guys who watch me, you know exactly the type of hollow I'm looking for, and it's not quite there. It's pretty, but I don't know if I want to have that in my pigment collection. At least not this one. And then I ordered the wrong freaking red. I thought I ordered the metallic red, and apparently I did not. So this is just one of those other pigments that I didn't order the first time. So you know how I've been using them? Oop, you know how I've been using them on my ornaments? Like these. It's just new pigment colors. I can get the red, I just ordered the wrong one. So I've got to wait again. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Thank you. Yeah, I've been on since 9:30. Okay, so let's continue on with this one. Itchy, itchy, itchy. So the original pigments, the pre-order pigments, they should be here at the beginning of the week. So anybody who ordered those, they'll be shipping out this upcoming week. And then I'll have some leftovers. I don't know how many of each color, but there might be a few if you didn't jump in on the pre-order. So anywho, let's continue with this one. There's me. I like being noticed by my hands. Okay. I know, me too. Oh, this is a contender for March VIP. That's all you guys can see right now. So next month. I'm already working on next month so that I don't have as much to do towards the end of the month. Yeah, if you can't already tell that it's me by my crooked pinkies, hopefully you can tell by my nails. So, yeah, I am my rings. So many dots today, it's not even funny. I was a busy bee. No, I know. Ooh, I thought this was wet paint. It's just cold. I panicked for a second. No, I definitely don't get offended at all by that. I think it's kind of funny. Nope, I was just doing some VIP stuff, and then I went to Hobby Lobby and stuff like that. Blue. I don't know. Scott was putting away the cookie sheet because he made cookies again tonight. Oh, I know. I know. Every time I go, I walk back there to see what's left, but like I know what's left are like colors that I don't really want. So, but speaking of colors, if you guys didn't already see the update, your girl is finally an affiliate for Deco Art. So that means I have a code for you guys, and it's not just going away after a month. Whoop whoop. Finally, finally, finally. I'm so excited. Yay! Surprise. I was gonna wait to tell you guys, but I was just too excited. So I just kind of dropped like I dropped a screenshot very kind of nonchalantly on Facebook. But that was about it. I figured, you know, I'll tell you guys about it tonight, and I'll talk about it tomorrow in code, of course, over on TikTok. But the code is Jenna15. So anytime you order off their website, you should be able to use my code. Now, obviously, I don't know how that works when, you know, you have clearance items, because last time you guys, you know, if you try to get like clearance or sale things, it wasn't working. So it might only work on regular priced items, but, you know, I'm not really sure. It will not be going away. And yeah, because last time I only had the code for like the month of December, but now it's official. It's official. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, I haven't seen you guys since Tuesday, so this happened. I woke up to the news yesterday. So basically, you know, I mean, you guys, most of you guys know, I've been in contact with Deco Art off and on for the last few years, and like they have like a creator affiliate program, but they weren't like accepting new creators in because they were kind of redoing it a little bit. Whoops, I just stuck my arm in paint. That's not good. They were kind of redoing it a little bit. And so the answer that I just kept getting was like, you know, when we get everything figured out, applications will open up again, da 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 da. And they emailed me and were like, hey, just want to let you know, you know, the creator thing, like we've you know, done it again. Here's the info, or here's your link. You know, you got to fill a few things out, but then we'll approve you, kind of thing. So it's pretty easy. I do. Sorry, I'm kind of like angled a little weird. But yeah, so finally it happened. 5 years in the making. I'm excited. So it'll be on their website. You can use it. It's 15% off. So oh, I didn't know I could do that, Shelby. No, I don't think I was, because I went online to look at their information to see if they had it. I thought that they missed it. Was it the question about the paint markers and how, like, if you varnish over them, if they will smear? Is that question, Tina? What did they say? Yeah, no, I missed it. I figured my question got, like, covered up and they weren't going to answer it, so I went off. went off to their website to see if I could answer it on my own. Right? Well, hey, I guess I wasn't wrong. It just, you know, didn't happen that soon. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I gathered from what the website said. But like Posca markers, for example, even if they're dry, they smear when you varnish over them. So, I don't know. I mean, I know this paint doesn't smear, but I didn't know how that like marker fluid was. So yeah, I thought I thought about maybe grabbing some and playing around with it, but we shall see. Oh, I didn't know that, Shelby. I think the website said like maybe wait 24 hours or something. Timing is everything. And I'm also kind of intrigued by the make it thick stuff. But again, that'll be something I'll just probably play around with here and there, maybe. From what I was reading on it, you like it's like a liquid, and you like drop it into paint and it like thickens up over 24 hours or something, which I think is interesting. You could use it, I think, after like 20 minutes or something, but apparently it just continues to get thick for a little bit longer. I don't know. Yeah, they've come out with like these, the term is not in my head at the moment, but things that you can mix Americana with to get different results. So there's like this magic marker fluid that and like you can get like the pens, and you can pour like it's like a 1-to-1 ratio of Americana and the magic marker fluid. You shake it up and you can make paint markers. And then there's a stuff that's make it thick, which you put a few drops in paint, and then it'll thicken up, and like you can use it to make like bold textured art. And then there's one other, but anyways, you can make it stain. You can make stain by mixing it with Americana, so you can get some pretty cool colored staining stuff, which I thought was interesting. So yeah, they're coming out with some interesting things. Don't know how that'll apply to like dot people. I'm sure we can figure something cool out with it, but yeah, so that they were playing around with marker stuff today on the live. Hello, hello, hello. So I think I want to do like something here. So this is a metal tin round, a wreath center, but my art starts at these dots and goes outwards. Yeah, that would probably work really well for your stuff, huh? Yeah, definitely. Does gel pen? I don't know. Haven't tried it. I don't know. This was a bad idea. Hold on. Maybe I should do it from over here. I should have not done any of those dots yet. It's fine. So these ones I got off Temu a while ago, but you can find them on Etsy. My friend Crystal makes some as well, heartsprinkle.com. She's got a bunch of, she has some like themed ones, like for like holidays and stuff. She has some other ones too. And she can do custom ones as well. So like if you wanted like a picture, she could do that. Sometimes you can find some on Amazon, but like Etsy, there's a ton of like wreath makers, wreath sellers and stuff. on Etsy that sell them. The thing about with Temu though is that, and I mean I guess a little bit on Etsy too, but mostly Temu is, the quality is kind of hit or miss. Sometimes when you get it in the mail, you're like, oh, it looked a lot better online, you know. So I don't really buy that much from Temu. I mean, I have a bunch. Like I went kind of through a phase last year. So I have a bunch. I've had this one for a while. But yeah, ever since they kind of changed things on Temu, the quality hasn't been as nice. So some of the dots look raised, yeah, because they're layered. Like this has 4 layers of paint. This is 2 layers of paint. So it just kind of depends. But these are not completely flat. Like the whole thing has some type of texture. But definitely check out crystalheartsprinkle.com. She's a Dot Fam member, and I believe, and I can never remember the code, which I guess I should have updated that, but I think it's Dot Fam 10. VIP has a little there. If you use anybody in VIP, if you're shopping from Crystal, she updates the monthly code that corresponds with the VIP monthly code. So if you're not in VIP, it's either .fam or .fam 10, I think. But if you're in VIP, do the monthly code, and I think you get 15% off. But yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of places to get them. And she does different sizes too. So she can do like a coaster, like a 4-inch size, 6-inch, 7-inch, and then like an 8-inch size, which is what this one is. The nice thing about getting it through Crystal is, one, like, we know her, right? And you're like supporting like another small business, but 2, she is very particular, and like she will make sure that before she sends it out, like it's like perfect. I teach on Facebook, but it's a subscription group, so it's $20 a month, and there are 4 live classes a month. They're 2 hours each, so think of it as like $5 a class. Sometimes we do 1 project each week. Sometimes it's a bigger project that spans out across 2 or 3 weeks. So there's anywhere between 2 and 4 like taught projects a month, as well as a written pattern. You have access to a year's worth of tutorials in there. There's color palette collections. There's a discount code. You get first access to new drops and special launches. There's like one-on-one like tutoring, beginner basics videos, mini tutorials, things like that. Like that group is just like loaded with stuff, but you do have to pay for it. You do, yep. You don't want to try to dot on top of wet paint because it won't look nice. It doesn't take super long to dry, depending on how thick your dot is or how big your dot is will kind of depend on how long it dries, but the smaller things will take a lot less time. So we will top dot this at some point tonight, but we'll work on doing some other stuff first. So like I'm gonna work around it now. Thank you. My nails actually have pigment powder like burnished on top of them, and they are pigment powders that I sell, that I just started selling. However, they're like out of stock right now because it was a pre-order, but I should be getting them in at the beginning of this upcoming week, and I did order extra, so there should be a handful of each color available for at least a little bit. But I like to mix it in Duraclear high gloss varnish, and it makes like a, I wouldn't call it paint, but you can dot with it and swoosh with it and do some pretty cool things with it. You can also burnish it over like a tacky glue and stuff like that. Lots of fun uses. I wanted some sparkle. Chameleon? Yeah, it's a chameleon pigment. Thanks. Yeah, well, so YouTube isn't my first rodeo. I've been on TikTok for 5 years, so I go live quite often on there. And one of the things that people have, like, what we're asking, so we're going into like year 2 in my VIP group. So I was getting asked for a really long time to like actually teach, and I was really scared to do so, but I finally kind of took the plunge in June of 2024. So it hasn't quite been 2 years yet, but it will be. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Lots and lots of projects. In fact, if you join, you don't have to, but there's a membership on here. I think it's like $6.99. The videos on there are actually from my VIP group. So if $20 was, you were a little unsure about it at first, you can always try that. While it doesn't provide as much information as my VIP group is, you can at least kind of get an idea of like how my tutorials go. Well, I'm glad you're here. Good night, Mary. I didn't even know about the community tab, but now I shall maybe do that tomorrow. I'm still getting used to YouTube. I don't know all the fun things we can do on here. Slowly but surely. It is, yep. So because the subscription like isn't a like physical item, anybody in the world can purchase it. The only thing is that like I will like design projects, and some stuff is stuff that we get here in the US. So there's a few people outside of the US, and they kind of do their best to find something similar. Most of the time it's something that you can do on a different surface. Like I like to do a lot of stash jars, which the one this month I'm going to be teaching this month is where is it? This. So this is like a jar that I get from Hobby Lobby, and I put a decal on it and stuff. But like this, you could basically get like, it's a little bit smaller than the size of a coaster. So if you didn't want to do a jar, just get like a small round that's like between like a little over 3.5 inches across. But if you go a little bigger, you'll just have a little extra room. So like the designs are possible to be done on different surfaces, that if you can't like, you know, get the exact same thing that I have. But apparently there's a community tab here on YouTube, and I can like post certain things, which I didn't know I could do that. So Shelby said I should post like my codes in there and post my live schedule in there so that people know where to find me, which is a great idea. But I guess this is kind of why I don't do all the a bazillion different social medias, because it's hard enough to keep track of, you know, Facebook and TikTok, and now I'm trying to add YouTube into it, so I'm slowly learning this platform. Obviously, going live, that's pretty like normal across all of the platforms, but learning the different things that I have access to on this account, it's a work in progress. I'm excited to see this done. Don't know if we'll get this done tonight, since we kind of squirreled for like a half hour, 45 minutes at the beginning of this. Yes. Well, not the jars. The jars, I link the ones that I'm using. They're at Hobby Lobby. So you can either like go and get them in person or buy them online if you're in the US. The decals, most of the time I will do a pre-order for them so that I'm not stuck with a bunch of them. The pre-order ended for the decals on Wednesday so that I could get them ordered, have them like made and sent to me, and then I can send them to you guys in time for the tutorial. But I always order a few extra just in case, because I know not everybody remembers or gets the chance to do the pre-order. So I will have a few extra, but I won't post them until I'm, everybody else's are packed up, so that I know that, at least the people who ordered them are getting them. I mean, I'm pretty positive my count was correct, but I could be wrong. I trust myself, but like sometimes I don't. Oh, you would be surprised at actually like how patient you are. This is like a form of meditation, relaxation. It's very chill. Once you get the general motions down, it becomes a lot easier. Definitely for me wasn't easy at first, but that's because I assumed it was just, making dots with your tools. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But you'd be surprised how much you're like, oh, wow, this is actually very nice. Oh, yeah, yeah. So, Sherry, at the beginning of each month, I make a bunch of posts on the first of every month, but there's a post that I pin in the featured tab, and it has the pictures of all of our projects for the month. And if you click on the picture and then go into the comments, I link anything that you need for that project. So if you wanted to do the project, you could, get all the things that you need. Eventually, you won't need to get too much, because I reuse a lot of the same supplies in terms of like tools and stuff. So I'll post like the color palette and all that kind of stuff. I freaking love Jamie. I need to actually watch her on YouTube one day. I have yet to watch lives on YouTube. Hey, Heather. I don't intend to. It's my 5-year dot-iversary this year. March 7th will be 5 years for me, which I think is wild. I think it's so crazy. Yeah, this I wouldn't recommend when someone wants to do something for the first time. I do not recommend doing a mandala right away, because you'll get super frustrated. I also don't recommend doing something this large either. It took me until the beginning of last year to muster up the courage to create something this big. I know. It's crazy. Who would have thunk, man? Aw, how much longer do you have with your recovery, Sherry? I wish that I didn't throw away my projects when I first started. Like, that's one of my big regrets. I mean, I'll throw away stuff every once in a while and it actually stays in the trash. But I'm kind of mad I threw away my beginner stuff. Oh, wow. He's getting tired of opening things. You're like, well, honey, You still got a while to help. What I think he's really missing, he didn't realize how much stuff you actually did all the time. And now he has to do it and he's like, what? What would they do without us, you know? Right, exactly. For better or for worse, in sickness and in health. Even though this is like getting close to being done, this is my least favorite part to work on because I can't just sit here and like, you know, dot close. I have to kind of paint at weird angles. Oh no. Oh yay, but also oh no at the same time. You can't do this. You can touch, or you can do this one and this one. That's it. Well, you'll slowly get your range of motion back. You know, I'm sure you have physical therapy and stuff too, but... Well, Beverly, that one was just a practice piece, you know, the one that you kept. But hey, if it was good enough to sell, like, good on you for your first piece. That's amazing. I looked back at, like, some of the stuff, like, when I first started, I'm like, I tried to sell that? The hell? I still giggle sometimes when I thought that my entire business was going to be magnets. Little dotted magnets. I thought that was going to be... I thought that was going to be my thing. Good night, Steffi. Good night. I still have some of them on my fridge. And I did sell quite a few. But... Oh, cool. Did they? Mine didn't. I looked. I went to look just to see if they had triple thick or Duraclear high gloss back, and they did not. And I'm like, man. A girl can dream. Aw. Oh, yeah, the red and green one. So here's some examples. They came in a 2-pack and they were like the same, so I have the other 2 in my fridge too. But like, I thought that I was gonna make a living. Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought I was gonna make a living by selling these little magnets. Oh, good times. While I was over on the fridge, I saw this. This is a first year piece, by the way. A couple months old, maybe, at the time. It's got a lot of dust and cat hair on it. It was behind everything, but here's a first year thing. What? Didn't know I had that. Hey, thank you. I use Deco Art Americana, that is my brand of choice. There are some non-Deco Art colors in here, but the majority of them, especially the matte ones, are Deco. I don't have a dog, I have a cat. Well, sorry. I wasn't a cat person until I actually had a cat on my own. But he's kind of like a dog. He's a cat dog. He's probably sleeping right now, though. You know, honestly, I am super blessed with how much my cat does not get into things. I mean, he doesn't really climb on my desk, but he'll sit next to me on my computer and stare at me, but he won't really climb on this area. He actually leaves all of my art stuff alone for the most part. It's shocking because he's a little stinker. There have been a few times his tail has, you know, swiped across some things, but yeah, I don't know. He's for as much as of a stinker as he is, he certainly is a good boy when it comes to my art space. Hello. If I leave boxes and stuff on the floor, though, he'll like rip at them and bite them and stuff, but you know, he likes boxes. Anytime I've talked about getting a new cat or another cat, Scott always, I mean, obviously the answer is no, but he's always like, even if, you know, Tub and the new cat got along, he was like, you are so lucky with what he doesn't mess with. He goes, if you got another cat, they'd probably be all up in your shit and you'd be super frustrated. And I'd be like, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yep. He'll be inside the box, or he'll be like chewing at it, but he thinks all boxes on the floor are his. So it's fine until he starts ripping it up. That is like nails on a chalkboard for me. I can't stand it when he starts ripping up cardboard. I'm not talking like, I'm talking he's like biting at it and ripping it to shreds. It is so annoying to me. Sponge? Oh, you mean just like in general when I remove my guidelines? Yes. I took this really cute picture the other day of him just staring at me while I was doing art. Or it might have been today, I don't remember. Plastic eating garlic. You know the Amazon tape that has like, it's like the paper tape, but it's kind of got like the strings inside of it? That's Toby's favorite. Oh, it makes me so mad. Thank you. Well, most of it is dry already. We've been working on this since Monday, right? Was it Monday, Tuesday, and today? Or was it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? I don't know. We've been working on it across a handful of lives. So like this'll be dry by tomorrow. But like I wouldn't pack it up and ship it by tomorrow. But acrylic paint really doesn't take all that long to dry, thankfully. Most of these will be dry by the end of this live tonight. What do you mean? What did I say? Oh, man. Toby will steal Q-tips and most recently tampons, not used ones. But like if I have a box of tampons like behind the toilet on like the toilet seat thing, if his new thing is like sitting behind me. He used to just like sit at my feet, but sometimes he'll hop up and like sit behind me. But the other day I noticed he was like pulling them out of the box. I'm like, stop. Maybe he thought they were like giant Q-tips or something. Thanks. He ate a leather coat. Oh my god. Pretty not perfect, pretty not perfect. That is the motto. When everything's all said and done, even if things aren't like, you know, exactly the same, you're not gonna notice it because there's so much going on. Oh my gosh. Oh. Pets, you know, they really test your patience, but you love them to death. Oh, my parents' friend had a dog. She was a beagle. Her name was Murphy. She had like 1,000 lives. She would get into the trash all the time. I remember one time we went down to North Carolina and we had some pie like on the counter, like pushed all the way freaking back, and she somehow figured out how to get up on the table and then like found a way onto the counter. Oh, it was so bad. She's such a It's pretty, isn't it? It's like a dark green, but it like it has that like gold shift. It's very pretty. Both of us sneezed. I think. Did I just sneeze? Yeah, I think I did. I don't remember. Yeah, I think I sneezed first and then he sneezed. when I moved home after college, Toby was like, you know, kind of still a kitten. He was probably like 8 months old, 9 months old, something like that. And my parents had gotten a puppy, and they were about the same age, and they were like so cute together. Now, like, he doesn't want anything to do with her. Like, I couldn't bring him over my parents' house anymore. Like, he is definitely a one animal, you know, he doesn't want any other animals around him, especially dogs. But when he was a kitten, him and Ella were so cute together. He would be up on a chair under like the dining room table, and she'd be walking around, and he'd like reach down like pop 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 pop, and then, you know, she'd start jumping around, and then he'd run around, and she would chase him, and then he would hide behind a box and pop out and scare her. It was pretty cute. Those were the good old days. Oh, nice paint boogers. Love that. I should have just left it, but it's fine. I'll fix it. No big deal. No big deal. Just gonna smear that away so it dries a little faster. I'll go back over it, and it'll be fine. You won't even know that that happened. Wait, why are you sad? Wow, that is a heat wave. We're gonna get snow this weekend, but I mean, gosh, the snow piles are still there. It's to the point now where they're piling snow piles together to make room, like in the parking lots, because the snow isn't melting, but they're just kind of like consolidating piles into like multiple giant frickin' piles. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the needle nose pliers, not pliers, tweezers are really great for picking up paint boogers. Now, my only little recommendation with that is like make sure you're not lazy like I am, and like actually wipe off the paint from your tweezers, because eventually they don't work as well because there's a bunch of paint on them. Mystery tool? You mean for my Dot-iversary? Or our Dory and I's tool-iversary, but also my Dot-iversary? That mystery tool? Every once in a while, Toby will do that. He'll like grab onto my messy bun, and I'm like, excuse you, what are you doing? I think I stuck my hand in that. That's all right. I'll fix it later. Yeah, definitely did. That was recent. Same. Yep. When I was in college, I would wonder why there were like Q-tips all over my bathroom floor, and then one day I caught him in the act, and I was like, you little stinker. What is? I remember like going on vacation, and it was in Florida and like other places that had, you know, iguanas. But we'd be like chilling in the pool, and then they'd be like, watch out for iguanas, they just like to fall out of the tree. That's what they do. They get tired of laying and sleeping in the trees, and then they just roll out of the tree into the pool, and then they swim out. But now, since it's cold, they're just literally falling out of the trees. Poor guys. Oh no. Yeah, you definitely need to put those somewhere safe. Oh yeah. So the moth is a metal wreath center, a wreath sign. But like from here out. I don't. Nope. I put rhinestones all over it. What sold? I really want to use, wait, I want to go on this side. I really want to use this color, but since it is a little sheer, because that's just the way that it's supposed to be, I want to make sure that I remove my guidelines so that I, you know, don't see them through it. So a little tedious, but it's worth it in the end. Might as well just take all these guidelines off, because who knows what I'm going to do over in this area. Might as well. Last time I only did one side. I changed my mind and had to go around and get rid of the rest of them. So let's just slowly, carefully take that off. Oh yeah, no. Well, good luck tomorrow on your surgery. Sending you quick healing vibes. Heather's probably enjoying some devil's lettuce before bed. If I had to guess. Is your surgery super early in the morning? Whew. Yeah, that is early. Good luck. I'm sure everything will be great. If you have any recovery time, I hope it's nice and easy for you. But you know, if you just need some chill time, you know where to find us. We'll keep you company. Yeah, I know. I have an appointment at the beginning of March at like 7:30 in the morning, and I'm like, fuck. It's downtown, so it's not gonna be fun for me. I thought about taking these guidelines off at the beginning, but then I was like, well, I don't really know what I'm doing in the middle here, so I should probably just leave them on. So it's fine. I'm using Deco Art Americana acrylic paint. Which, if any of you guys are just joining and you didn't hear the news, Jenna officially, Jenna, has a code for Deco Art. Finally. Took me 5 years, but finally got one for you guys. 'Tis official, and it's not only going to be just for 1 month. Yep, I'm just painting. I'm just removing some guidelines so that I can do some swooshes in this color right here. It's just a little translucent, so I don't want to see my guidelines through it. So I'm just removing them to make my life a little easier. I know, I'll get it. There's a few little spots I need to fix. That's probably from where I stuck my hand in a dot. I didn't realize it. Thanks. Yeah, it's not completely finished yet, but like, you know, getting on to more of the final touches. We're just painting and hanging out. Hello, hello. Thank you. All this is water, by the way, guys. For those of you guys who don't know, I use a watercolor pencil to draw my guidelines. So all it takes is just Q-tip or a sponge, depending on, you know, if you're just trying to remove a bunch right away or just a little bit at a time. If I'm completely removing guidelines, then I'll use a sponge. But, oh, no, I didn't. In here. Oh, thanks. Yeah, we try to have a good time in here. For the most part, it's pretty chill. I don't really have any complaints. Okay, so we're gonna use this color. But I'm pretty sure I put it away, so let me grab that. I was doing some paint inventory today, and I went and I ordered the, was it on here? And someone asked me if I had one of the ones, and I said no, I didn't. I ordered it today. Which one was it? Oh my gosh, I don't remember the name. Someone help. Thanks. This is actually a 16-inch wall decor piece. So when it's done, whenever it sells, they'll be able to hang it on their wall. Yeah, you're not supposed to put those ones in your ears, right? Thank you. I think the ones that I have are more for like makeup removal. I don't think they're meant for your ears. I don't know though. Well, it's on a Lazy Susan, but it's just a regular board. I just have it set on something. Depending on the size and the pattern, it'll take me anywhere between 9 and 12 to 13 hours. Usually on the longer end of things for something this size. So I'll usually paint one of these on live, and it'll take us usually 3 to 4 lives. Most of my lives are about 2.5-ish hours long. I do. JGrondz Dot Art.com is my website. I do have a couple things linked on here, but it'll just, I think, take you to my website. And I do a lot of stuff. I don't just do like big paintings like this. In fact, these are something that I do the least of. I know I just kind of did a fox one the other day and stuff, but I typically don't do these big ones. It's just that's what I'm in the mood for recently. Have a good one. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. In a way, like I thought that the fancy tools really would, you know, help me with my time, but when I was painting like my Christmas ornaments and stuff, honestly, it didn't really do that much. Just maybe a little bit of extra time speeding up, but not as much as I thought. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the journals are fun. I think all the ones that I've made have been sold now, officially. I didn't make many, like what, there were like 3 of them or something, but. Well, it's not new. This has been out for a hot second. It's one of my favorite ones of her desert acrylic colors. They're all beautiful, but this one, I think I use this one the most out of the painted desert acrylic colors. This one is Cosmic Bloom. It is so damn pretty. Like, it's this right here. It's just, like, so sparkly and pretty. I don't know. It's newer, like it's not one of her original colors, but it's been out for a little bit at least. Yeah. I have a few already done pieces. I've got a couple cat ones and a hummingbird and owl. Is that it? Oh, I have a flower one with blue and purple flowers. But I've got a lot of stuff. Not just stuff this fancy and big either. So it's like a purpley pink. It's shifty. Definitely from this lighting it looks pink, but like you see, I mean I see like a little bit of purple too. It's like a color shift. So if I'm not using this type of board, they're $3.10. This one makes it go up by about $10 because these boards are a little more expensive, but I don't always paint on these specific boards. These are MDF, and I'm just kind of trying them out for the first time. They're very nice. I do really like them, but typically I just do 1/2 inch birch plywood. This is 1/2 inch MDF from a different supplier than what I usually get because I've heard good things, so I wanted to try them out. Oh, I know. The hologram extreme glitter is my all-time favorite. It's so pretty. So MDF is very smooth. You don't even have to sand it. And that's like definitely a positive because it's literally smooth. Now I did prep this MDF a little bit because this specific type of MDF that I'm using is not like weather treated, I guess. The supplier who has these, they've got 1/4 inch that is like a special weather protected one, which I mean these aren't supposed to go outside anyways, but sometimes if you get MDF wet it could kind of like bubble. So I knew I wasn't going to be soaking this, but better safe than sorry. So I put a coat of like a primer, like waterproofing kind of top coat. Like I brushed it on with a paintbrush, let it dry, and then I did my black top coat. Folk Art Color Shift is great, and Folk Art Extreme Glitter is great. But that's pretty much the only Folk Art you'll see me using. You don't have to, like, I don't treat it because the 1/2 inch is like super thick, so like it's not gonna warp in the size that I'm painting it, you know. I still don't recommend my stuff go outside, but birch plywood, you have to sand it, and you know, it's a little bit more like rough around the edges, you know, you don't get like that smooth surface. But like I don't mind painting on wood. This was just like the steps were equal, you know, because I replaced the sanding step with like priming, but it wasn't as messy because I didn't get like, you know, sandy like wood dust everywhere. Oh, thanks. I don't know if you have any other social medias, but my main platform's TikTok, and I also have Facebook. So I go live on TikTok and Facebook as well. YouTube, for now at least, is only Tuesday and Thursday nights from 9:30 to midnight. Facebook, I'm on Mondays and Tuesdays from 6:30 to 8, unless I have a VIP live. And then TikTok, I'm on live from 9:30 to midnight, Sunday, Monday, Friday, Saturday, but I'm also on at 2 o'clock, 2 to 5 on Saturdays. So still on TikTok the most, at least for now. But I am kind of branching off onto other platforms. Nice, thank you. Yeah, I had to, I have a commission coming up that I needed more of these rounds for, so that's why I decided to check out Nate Co. over on Etsy, since I've heard really good things about them. I just didn't need boards, you know, but now I do. So I bought 5 of them. I spent about $80–90 on 5 boards, which is a lot. But at the same time, like, you know, it's good quality. It's not, you know, it's not a shit piece of wood that's gonna warp on me. So there are some things where I do think it's important that you spend a little bit more money on, and one of those things is your painting surface and some paint. Although the paint that I use isn't like crazy expensive, but I'm not going like dollar store brand, you know, like cheapo cheap. Still using name brand. It's about $1.50, $1.60 to, you know, $3 a bottle. This is, good night, Joey. This is a 16-inch wall decor piece. Oh yeah. You know, painting on Dollar Tree stuff is good for practice, but they will warp on you. And you do have to sand them before you use them. I mean, pretty much any wood you need to, I would recommend sanding it, even if it feels super smooth. You just really want to kind of smooth out that wood grain a little bit more. But yeah, Dollar Tree is definitely not the best. It's fine if you want to practice or you want to make something for yourself, or like maybe like, you know, a little something for a gift, but I definitely, you know, would go something different if you were trying to sell something, for sure. Oh, never mind. Yeah. I definitely probably will order my rounds for 24 hour more often than ordering from Nateco, just because convenience. You know, typically I order from 24 hour anyways, and I get their stuff really, really fast. Not that it took me forever to get my stuff from Nateco, but, you know, time is money, right? This is Cosmic Bloom. It is a painted desert acrylic color from my friend Tara. She is a small business dot artist friend. She makes some pretty cool paint. This, she makes bliss drops, which are like 3D, these paints right here. But she also started making like little acrylic paints. Now, they're not like a matte, they're sparkly and, you know, iridescent and fun, but they're awesome. Like, so you can see, like, this looks a little milky, but this is how it dries. So, it's handmade paint. I know. Can you imagine if you, like, went even larger in the size? So my nails are about 2 weeks old, almost 2.5 weeks old, so I'm due for, you know, a touch up. But these are color shifty and fun. They're not as shiny or pointy as they were at first, but I think they're still fine. They will, but the hole, you have to like really tell them the size of the hole that you want, because otherwise they'll give you a hole like that big. Give me a second. I need to text Anna from 24 Hour before I forget. I know it's late, but she said I can text her whenever I want, so before I forget. Hey, new thought. Can we get a listing for some round wood pieces with a center mark in the middle, like a little dot or something? Done. So they should be stiletto, but you know, lots of wear and tear. They are not as pointy after 2.5 weeks as they are when I first get them done. Yeah, my nail isn't broken anymore. What color should we do that? Dark green, maybe? What color haven't I used much? Probably should do that dark green again. Yeah, my claws are a little dull right now. But I have an appointment on Valentine's Day, so it's coming up. Where's that green dot that I smudged? Where is it? It might be that one. But I'll probably top dot it, so I might just leave it. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now... So I want to do... I think I'm going to do like a small dot border, which I won't do right now because I'll stick my hands in it. But I'm trying to think what I want to do in this space. But for now, while I think, we're going to do some little baby dots. Thanks. This is gonna have a lot of glitter. Oh, she's responding. I didn't think she was gonna respond this late. That's so funny. Done. I know. That was like my current predicament earlier today. I was working on a project that I am thinking of teaching next month in my subscription group. And there's a ton of negative space around the edge. And that was like really bothering me. So I walked away from it for a little bit because I'm one of those people who I fill up the negative space. For me, more is more. I don't like lots of negative space. To me, it looks unfinished. But I don't mind it in other people's work, but in mine, it bothers me. So I think that's why it was bothering me in the piece that I was making earlier, because that's not something that's like super typical for my art style, but I like to kind of teach them different things, even if it's not something that I would do all the time, because there's people at all different levels in that group, so I don't want to just, you know, overwhelm everyone every month. But like, show you guys a quick little look. So all this negative space is bothering me, but I think it's really cool. I think once I varnish it and like it doesn't look like dull black anymore, I think it'll be better. But, you know, there's no swooshes in that, guys. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, that's why I had to remove my guidelines. Thanks. Yeah, so I was thinking about doing that rainbow, but I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, so I decided to just pick 2 colors. So I might try a smaller one in rainbow and see how it looks, and then kind of decide from there, maybe. I don't know if I have extra time. But yes, I do want to do something rainbow in March. I think it's kind of fitting in a way. Oh. Yeah, I've always tried to kind of dot to the beat of my own drum. Something that, you know, it just made me feel good, right? This was something that I didn't know that I needed in my life until I, you know, had it in my life. I started dotting when I got let go from my job and had a lot of extra free time on my hands, and picked this up because I had admired it, like, you know, for a while, just never really considered doing it. I also didn't have time. But then I had a lot of time, so I decided to pick it up, and I was like, oh, this is nice. That is an 8-inch, 1/4 inch thick piece of wood. But you could do it on a canvas, anything like that. The swirl. Then I would suggest, so canvas is rough. So like you could smooth your canvas out with some gesso. Think of gesso as like spackle in a way, right? You'll put it on, let it dry, sand it smooth. Or, you know, get a nicer piece of wood and sand it pretty smooth and then base coat it a few times. Sometimes I'll sand a piece of wood, base coat it black, let it dry, sand it again, and it gets really, really smooth, and then I'll put another layer of black on top. Yeah, this is 16-inch. I don't paint on canvas very often either. I much rather like a hard surface. Oops. So I mean, I'll be teaching it in my Facebook group, but I didn't do anything different than normal guidelines. It's the way the paint is applied. It's kind of like an optical illusion in a way. But I did like a typical like split in eight sections, drew my circles, and then the rest was just paint. I have a few times, and it's interesting that you asked that. I don't know if you saw this. You might have not been on here earlier tonight, but we were just testing out some new tools. Now, this isn't just breast cancer awareness, it's just awareness, period. But we have been working on a tool set. But yeah, I haven't done too many, but I've done like an ornament. I think I did like a little purse pendant. A few things here and there. Typically, I'll just do it if someone commissions me, though, because it feels a little weird to, you know, make art to profit off that unless someone, like, asks me to. But we came out with the tools because so many of you guys asked. But it definitely took a lot of, like, time to think about whether or not we wanted to, but you guys kept asking, so... I hope that answered your question, Chris. Okay. Still don't know what I want to do there. Okay. If I were to do this, that'll fit. Do I want to do that, though? That's the question. I'm not really sure. Where's my Irish moss? Oh, that's wet. Hold on. We just use that. Let's use this one. I was thinking about it, but since it's a moth, like that's giving more butterfly wings than it is moth. I wasn't sure how that would look or if it would even fit. She was saying use these. They might fit, but I can't guarantee they'll fit the entire time. We'll do it once just for funsies, just to see. Because I want to stay below the guideline. Like, I don't know if I like that. If we did another one on that. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Perfect. Almost, not quite. I don't feel like getting up for a paintbrush right now. So a Q-tip will do. I'm gonna do a fan, I think. I don't know if my flat, well, I might have like a small, I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. Decisions. I don't know. That flower is too small. That one's probably just barely too big. We'll probably just do the fans. So I'll do like a dark border. It'll all be fine. Considering it, but I won't have room to do the final border if I use the arch tool. That's the only thing. I mean, I guess I don't have to do that border, but I was kind of set on it. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, thank you. We can do like a nice purple swoosh down the center or something. Yeah, I could like do like the dots around them. But there's me and my struggle with negative space. Like, I wish that leaving negative space didn't bother me. I wish that I liked negative space on my art as much as I like it on someone else's art. But, yes. So the regular fan set has 4 different sizes. The mini flower set only has 1, and it's smaller than all of the ones in the regular set. So, I mean, this is the first time I've seen it on my live. I'm not 100% sure, but to me, it might look like they joined maybe the membership. I don't know. I'll have to check. First time I've seen it live, though, so your guess is kind of as good as mine. I'm just assuming. Okay. So now, we're going to do... I'm going to try this out. Maybe. We'll see. Nope. That doesn't work right now. Okay. New plan. New plan. Is it? That's what I thought it was. What about this one? Perfect. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought that was. But I never saw it happen on live before. So that VIP that you just signed up for is for YouTube only, just an FYI. I don't know if you knew that or if that's what you meant to do. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that might not be a good idea for this. Oop. Oh, is that what that is? Okay, cool. Nope, this is just one of my normal days of being on YouTube, that's all. I'm on YouTube on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Wait, yeah, today's Thursday. Thought it was Friday for like 2 seconds. Okay, I have to change my plan. Goodbye, Sue. What's going on with this? Oh, maybe I just needed to shake it up. Let's try it again. I was like, no, I really wanted to use this. All right, let's try it one more time. Yeah, I just needed to shake it. Crisis averted. Yeah, me too. That's why I asked. So these are gonna be like sparkly purple when they dry down. They'll look like this. Well, that's not really showing a good look, but it's gonna be sparkly purple. Gotta watch my hands. I almost stuck my hands in paint again. That one is wild thistle. I was gonna use the other purple one, but I need to find my extra tips because I've been using the desert acrylics so much that I've been ignoring bliss drops. Oops. And I don't store them upside down because that's just not how my storage is. So I have to replace the little nozzle, and I have some. Don't know where they are, but I ordered more today, so I'll be able to go through and fix some of my bliss that I can't use right now. I really should store them differently. I don't have the best organization for all my special paint, unfortunately. I don't know if I would think storing them upside down helps them in the long run. I don't know for sure, but that's what I would think anyways, because it keeps all the paint kind of in there. I don't know. I know I'm kind of going over some of these, but that's just what's going to happen. Yeah, this is one of her like glitter bliss drops. So she's got some more like pearly ones, and then she has glittery ones, so they'll dry down sparkly. So this one's like more purple glitter. Yeah, that's probably. And not to mention, I also store these under my desk, which is fine when it's not cold out, but it's cold out, so they're probably a little chilly too, which isn't helping my situation either. So I used a couple bliss drops on this piece. I also used a green one down here. I don't remember which one that was, but I used the green one earlier. Okay. Oh no, did you try shaking it up really, really well? I don't think I've tried, like I haven't used Lady in Red yet. I mean, I swatched it, but I haven't had a chance to use it yet. Let's see. Do I want to do full dots or like scalloped edge? So bliss drops are from Deserted Bliss. She is a small business dot artist. She also makes her own paint. So she makes like the 3D drops, but she also makes like this sparkly, these like pinkish ones. They're painted desert acrylics. I know, I have one on my wish list. My friend actually got me something for nail polish, but it's not strong enough for paint. Yeah, I would just shake it because you got to remember she lives somewhere. Well, I can't remember where you live, but she lives somewhere hot. So, hotter than, where I live. So like the consistency will change sometimes, especially if it's a little bit like under my desk is pretty cold. So, the consistency will change, so you might have to shake it a little bit, especially if it settles too. Not really. I mean, kind of, but not really. It doesn't really have the kind of design that, like, you know, looks like it's moving. This one might, though. Hold on. Might not give you guys as good of a look. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, like I have this one where you like strap the bottle in and it goes like this. But I want the one that like is like a little mountain and you like hold it on and it like vibrates and you're like da 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 da. You know. I don't know if it would work, but you're welcome. Oh, did I spin it the wrong way? Whoops, hold on. Yeah, I put one on my wish list. I forgot that I did. I was just checking things off the other day and was like, oh yeah. I don't really feel the need like to use it that often, but I guess it's one of those things that like it would be useful sometimes. Kind of glad I had it sort of thing. But I think for the most part, at least with the majority of the paints I have to mix up, just kind of, you know, helps a lot. Oh, thanks. We're getting there. We're not going to finish it tonight. We'll be close, but I still have some final touches that I want to do. So we'll probably finish it tomorrow. Wait, what's tomorrow? Yeah. We'll finish it tomorrow. This is a metal round. My paint starts right here. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, I never thought about that. And I bet you can get a bunch of those on like Amazon for like super cheap. Thanks. Try not to stick my hand in paint. Sorry if you guys can't see this super well. I guess I could probably move that so I can move this up just a little bit. Oh no. Oh, that would probably make me mad. See you tomorrow, Beverly. Nothing like already being frustrated and then like trying to do something to help yourself and then it makes it worse. So in March, March 7th is my 5-year dot anniversary. Yay. But I've been doing this for this piece, for at least 3 lives. And most of my, well, 3 or 4 lives. I can't remember when I started this one. But it'll usually take me about 4 lives to completely finish it. So I'll finish this one tomorrow on TikTok. Which means I'll probably rhinestone this, add any extra little things here and there, and whatever else on the outer edge. Kind of work my way outwards again. Thank you. Definitely something that I didn't know that I needed in my life. It's so just peaceful. Oh no. Well, I'm sure I'll post pictures of this too. And if I still have it on Tuesday, which I probably will, I can show you. Slowly but surely, it's coming along. I'm not sure what color I'll put over this purple, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. I might like off-center them and put like smaller dots in between. I don't know yet. That'll be a decision for tomorrow though. Thanks. Thank you, thank you. I hope these meet up in the end. If not, I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, this is gonna be perfect timing. We'll finish this in the next couple minutes, and then it'll be pretty close to midnight, if not midnight. And then I can just let this dry overnight so I don't have to worry about getting my hands messy. Yeah, good night, Vicky. It depends. Sometimes it's songs that like everybody can sing along to, and other times I just want to rock out. Right now I'm preparing for a concert in March, and I want to make sure that I know every song. I know most of them, but since it's a band that their lead singer left a long time ago, and someone replaced him, but now the lead singer is back and they're kind of like a duo now. I need to learn the music that I basically refused to listen to. So there's a few of them that like I know, but I don't know all the words. And when I go to a concert, I have to know every single word. So the best way for me to do it now is to just listen to the playlist over and over and over again. But yeah, sometimes it can get a little screamo. Even I don't want to listen to it sometimes. Three Days Grace. Well, I'm going to Journey the night before, but 3 Days Grace is the band that I'm preparing to see. That's what they'll call it. It's just more alternative. Pretty perfect timing. I think we got a decent amount done on this. So tomorrow on TikTok, I'll remove all these guidelines and I'll probably varnish it to about here so that I can glue this down. I know we got, my dad got my mom tickets for Christmas, and me and my sister and my mom and dad are going. I think it's gonna be a good time. So we'll glue this down. I'll probably have it glued down beforehand. And then we'll put some rhinestones all over it to hide these little holes and then just make it a little extra sparkly. And then I think I need to add glitter, because there's never such a thing as, you know, too much glitter. So a little bit more glitter, top dots and stuff. Probably something on these, something on the swooshes, maybe something here, I don't know. And then some top dots around the edge. So, and some dots on here. So we're getting close. Still a little bit of work to do, but I'll see you guys tomorrow on TikTok at 9:30 Eastern, and we'll paint this until it's done. And I'm not really sure if we have time, we'll paint something else, but I don't know what it's gonna be. So anyways, I brush on the varnish. I use a matte varnish, which kind of dries a little satiny, but turns out pretty nice in the end. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, and you guys are YouTube only, I'll see you guys on Tuesday at 9:30, I think. Yeah. Okay, guys. Have a good night. Bye.